Hello YouTube, Matt Craig here with Junkhouse Entertainment, and this is part 5, the last part of going through this box of magic I found. Here's the last set of those cards in the sleeve, and here's the last set of these. There are a few cards I'm looking for that I remember. I'm not sure what's available. Put this here. Oh. Yeah, well, wooden sphere. But I was supposed to flip it over. Totally forgot. Sorry, I haven't done one of these in a little bit. And I didn't go back and watch. So, wooden sphere. Nice. Artifact spell. Life. Artifact. I used to love these, obviously. Alright. Much better. Dwarven Warriors. See if I can't get that aligned a little better. Yeah. Stone Rain. I used to use this a lot. And I just love the artwork. There's another one. Boy, that's just great. Look at that. More Dwarven Warriors. Who is this? Ah, the Goblin Raiders. Yeah. A 1/1 red. Nothing special, just story card. Totally a story card, but that's cool. But I used to use these all the time, obviously. Just a quick red creature. There's another one. Cured Apes. For sort of a red-green deck buff. Real conditional, but whatever. More Raiders. And Disintegrate. Just some of the coolest artwork I can remember. Look at that. And it was a boost card, yeah. You just paid. Crush people. Fantastic. Giant. Hill Giant. Badass 3/3 red. Herloon Minotaur. Cool story card. Known for their love of battle. Another Hill Giant. Burrowing. Mountain Walk. Meh, 1 mana. This is not terrible. Artwork's pretty sweet. Fire Elemental. Loved this card. Just absolutely loved this card. Didn't fly. I was a little surprised about that, but whatever. Absolutely love this card. Another Stone Rain. Just destroying land. Another Disintegrate. Shatter. Instantly destroying artifacts. Another great card. Earthbind. 1 red mana, solves almost all your problems against certain creatures. Certain decks. Another Shatter. Gray Ogre. 2/2 red. Story all the way. One of the things I liked, a lot of these early cards were all story. Nothing but story. Lots of Shatter. Who is this fella? I remember this guy. Atog. Sacrifice one of your artifacts to give it +2/+2. I would never do that. I love artifacts too much. Red Elemental Blast. 1 mana. FU blue. Tunnel. How sweet is that? How sweet is that? Works on a wall of mist, wall of water, you name it. Another Minotaur. A lot of red here. Another Earthbind. Another Earthbind. Another Ogre. More Warriors. Another Tunnel. Gotta do that. Jesus with the Earthbind. Look at that. looks like it's printed off center to me. Just a little bit. Another Stone Rain. Fire Breathing. Enchantment. Pretty sweet, actually. Stone Giant. You can make a creature a flying creature, but it dies. Awesome. Yikes. Tranquility. Just a fantastic green card. It's not a 1-mana card, but it does everything you need in one moment with the enchantments. Get them out. Makes it a creature-only world, basically. Wild Growth, just a fantastic card to ramp up mana. Regeneration, too badass. Wall of Wood, just an old school Wall of Wood. Story card all the way. Wall of Brambles, I love this card because it was Wall of Wood with Regenerate. I mean, how sweet is that? Plus it had an attack value. Could actually cause pain. There's another called like Wall of Spears or something. Cause pain. Stream of Life, gotta love it. Channeling Dryads. Forest Walk. Crumble. This is conditional, right? Because you're throwing away your artifacts to get life, or destroying your opponent's artifact, but he gets life out of it. So, conditional. Stream of Life again. Living Artifact. I thought this was just the coolest card ever. Land of War Elves. Good old-fashioned bears. Awesome. Giant Growth, great card. Giant Spider, I use this dude all the time, no question. Especially because of the blocking of flying creatures. This is a fantastic creature. Fog. Got another one here. A third one. Jesus. Flight. In a previous video, going through this deck, I talked about Flight. How much I love it. Spell Blast. Target spell is countered. X is... Oh, nice. Of course, counterspell does better, right? Couple of those. Blue Elemental, anti-red, instant. Pearl Unicorn, bunch of these in another video. So I must have a fair amount of those in that box. Another one, and another one. Polarity. I really like this card. I really love this card, Reverse Polarity. Matter of fact, I think I actively sought that out as a single in a comic store. I don't recall getting that card easily. 2 Semite Healers, cool 1/1 creatures. White Ward. And some artifacts, sweet. Okay, I always do love the artifacts. Ivory Cup. White Spellcast gives you a life. Throne of Bone. I know I actively sought out this card as a single. I didn't get this card in a pack. Aladdin's Lamp. And here's one of my favorite cards of all time. Just because, and as I previously discussed in another video, seeing your opponent's hand, I felt was half the battle. So this, hands down, was one of my favorite cards in Magic. It is just amazing. The simplicity of it, it's what also made me like Urza in the storyline. Because these are his. So let me forget it. 1 mana to get this thing out, and it is free. free to see your opponent's hand. And it's not one use, it stays with you. This is an artifact. When I used to play, people just, they needed it gone. They needed this destroyed. Crazy. Iron Star. This is the Ivory Cup and Throne of Bone, but for red. Rod of Ruin. I remember this. Real conditional. Real conditional, because it was real expensive. But at the right time, it could be a pain in the butt. Soul Net. Kind of conditional. But with a green deck, pretty sweet. And another Wooden Sphere, which I think I put down first, so it's not actually another. Okay. So that was the last of those loose ones in the box. And so that brings me to these. Let's see what we got here. Put this right here in the camera. Boom. Lightning Bolt. And another. Dancing Scimitar. I thought this was the sweetest card ever. See if I can get that where it's not glossy and whatever, glittery. Dancing Scimitar, artifact, flying. The defense on it, a 5. The defense on it was ridiculous. The rack. Oh, I'm sorry, the Black Vice. I loved it. Another Glasses of Urza. So what does that tell you? Like, I was desperate to have this artifact in my collection. Gaseous Form. Fish Liver Oil. I think I went out to get this single too. I have a feeling, sorry, there's one stuck there. I have a feeling I didn't just come out with this card in a pack. Like, I actively sought out this card. Magnetic Mountain. I thought this was a sweet-ass card. Blue creatures do not untap during their controller's untap phase. This is just ridiculous on blue. Celestial Prism. Conditional card. A Conservator. Crystal Rod. Library of Ling. I love this card. I just loved it. Used it all the time. Skipping your discard phase. And I love the artwork on this guy. The background. The tunnel and shit. Veteran Bodyguard. Hells yes. Spirit Shield. I don't really remember this. Target creature gets plus 2D. Okay. Choose not to. Weird. Thenolite Monk. I thought it was pretty average. Pretty average card. Sorry about the... I don't know at what point in my mind I thought these were good for storing cards. This sort of holographic crap on the cover. I don't know. Feral Thadalid, just a sweet-ass green creature. Hollow Trees. These were what, storage lands? I think they were storage lands. Deep Spawn. Velodian War Machine. So I do have one. I knew I had Velodians. I didn't know if I'd actually have the War Machine. Pretty sweet card. It's a wall. So I mean, you know, but then you can boost it. Kind of cool. Dwarven Catapult, one of the sweetest cards. Too bad it wasn't a creature. It was just a spell, an instant. Blue Storage Land. The Golem, 4/6 artifact creature. I love this dude. Story card all the way. The Song of the Artificer. Artifact makers, man. I would have been one in Magic the Gathering. Celestial Prism, no question. Oh, yes. I actively sought out this card. Because this thing was weird. It was kind of a, it could screw you over card. But it could make a flying creature instantly. Boom. Another Prism. The Juggernaut. I use this dude all the time. Can't be blocked by walls. Just fantastic. My sweet friend, the Ornithopter. Hell yes. Who are you, friend? Who is this? What's going on here? What is that? El's Dragon? El's Dragon? Who are you, sir? A legend? Rampage 1. So this is, I guess this is where I stopped collecting Magic, and I have no idea what this is, you know, Rampage 1. But yeah, there you go. In a sleeve and everything. Broken Visage. Hymn to Turok. Cool. Just great art there. Let's see if I can't lift the camera up here. There you go. Farrell's Mantle. An Ication Store, which is, I guess, is a white battery land. Karma. I use this bad boy all the time. And just the great artwork on this dude. As the roots, the vines and the roots are like strangling him to death. Yep. And finally, what looks like one last Veteran Bodyguard. Which is fitting. It's fitting. Because that's just badass. And a good Veteran Bodyguard is hard to find because it's an art that involves death. So there you go with this last Veteran Bodyguard. That is the entire set of Magic in all 5 episodes because it took that long. It's still a 17-minute video for this last set. I'm probably just going to keep them. Some guy already commented about their value, and I thank that man entirely because I wouldn't have a clue. I think, if I remember right, he even directed me to a website to look up the value of these cards. So if you yourself are looking to find out what the value of your Magic cards are, I totally invite you to go to that website because I've already checked it out and it looks pretty dang good. But as always, this has been Matt Craig for Junkhouse Entertainment. Hit the like button if you like it. Hit the dislike if you don't. Subscribe if you want to. And thanks for watching.